In this episode, we begin with some minor technical difficulties causing Chuck to say something along the lines of...
Hey, Chris, I don't think you're coming through the stream.
Holy crap, boys. I forgot to unmute myself. See, when I record my own videos, I record my voice in Audacity. So I mute myself on OBS. And sometimes I forget that.
You should use multiple audio tracks.
Multiple audio tracks?
Like what we do on Chuck's stream.
That's the fancies.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple audios. Alright.
Then we can do multi-track drifting.
Yeah.
Some Eurobeat dropped in there.
Deja vu.
Yeah, running through the 90s.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Sounds going through the stream
That's
fine.
important stuff.
Sweet. Now that
Let me
that's
run
out of the way.
and grab the monitor over there real quick that I heard making lots of noises that make me nervous.
So now that the main healer is gone, I need to announce some changes about the healing done by the crystals.
Yeah.
What's going on?
No, I get
Some retconning.
Are we done recapping?
Sure.
You fought
Killed a
some
bunch
stuff?
of stuff. We found a deed to Fenric's Manor or something?
Yeah, Fenric's estate.
State, yeah. We found a deed to a place. We were traveling there. We were going to start this episode arriving there.
Right.
Okay, then. See what was there.
Because that takes priority over informing Garrett of his son's demise.
Yep.
Well, he's still going to be dead by the time we get there. It doesn't really matter.
I mean, it's not like telling him sooner or later is going to change the outcome.
Wait.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Tyler, you took that job to
the guy who lost his son in the crypt, right?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember.
Turns out his son was dead.
Okay.
That asshole.
Chuck found him by falling into a pit where his dead body was.
Took one for the team.
Yep.
Hey there, dead guy. Bye, dead guy.
He fell and he could not get up.
Yep. He was dead.
This is for sure.
Tyler, Too Old to Twitch wants to know if you remember that you're a cat.
I do remember that I am a cat.
Did you know?
I am not a cat. I am a cow.
No.
Moo.
Please, no.
I also remember I am a man with many pillows.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
God damn it.
Everyone needs to appreciate Doja Cat more, guys.
Alright.
Yeah, Doja Cat needs to get some respect on her name.
Hey, we're not playing Rogue Legacy.
I'm changing that right now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to change things.
It wouldn't be right if we did it on time.
That's true. It's very true. Wouldn't be right if we started with correct audio either.
Well, yeah.
I know.
That's
like
why I left myself muted. Really.
Yeah.
It's our signature move to do something wrong out of the way.
Audio.
Nor would it be right if we started on time.
Yeah.
Right on time, 8:51.
So you guys left Fenric's crypt,
Mm-hmm.
and you headed toward Fenric Estate, which is right here on the map where the big red box is.
Wait, what?
It's in Goran.
Yeah, look at Glenfall City and
Aha.
just like go
It's
to
a little
the
red
east
box.
a bit, or west. I mean.
Oh, very tiny. Right
Yes.
above the word Grazen.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you left
About the word
Fenric's crypt.
Grazen.
Here. You left here
Ah, thank you.
and went here.
We traveled 30 m.
30.
That's meters, right?
No, that's miles.
I thought it was minutes.
30 minutes to get 30 miles.
Yep.
You guys are traveling a mile an hour.
Those
A
bastards.
minute. Mile a minute. 60 miles an hour on foot.
Yep.
On
That's how
elephant.
fast I usually travel.
Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary.
But you got just a little ways out from Fenric Estate and decided to rest. Whereupon we calculated experience. You guys all got to level 4.
Ooh, does that include me? Just say no. I understand.
I might say yes, just in favor of a balanced party.
Balanced parties are overrated.
Party.
Balanced parties are overrated.
Yeah.
But I didn't tell you that you leveled up, so for this session, you're still level 3.
That's fine.
Yeah. You're in the penalty box for one session.
Yeah.
I don't get anything at a level 4 anyway, so.
Yeah. It's a
Yes, you do. Oh, I don't know. You're a rogue.
Oh,
It's just an ability score improvement. Same, I think everybody gets it. Level 4.
Before we get on with getting on,
You get closer to
couple
level
things to
5.
go
than level
over.
4.
First of which is I tallied up all your guys' gems.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of math
Yeah.
that we had to do.
Yeah, I did all of it. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
I
that's
got you.
good.
Okay, so you
I
had
was scared.
1567 gold and 23 silver at the end of last session.
I think we already divided that.
Okay. But tallying up all the gems, that's another 23,600 gold
Gee, money.
for a total of 25,167.
We rich boys.
Wait, is that money we get right now?
Well, they're still in gem form.
Lame.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about it
Probably
until we
money
sell
that
it.
we. I wonder. Are we just
Yeah,
gonna
I
assume,
can
like, we convert
remind
it
you
once we make it
guys
to town?
again when you get to town.
Yeah, I imagine it's just gonna liquidate or whatever. In the
But I
background.
figured it would be nice to let you know how much that's going to be.
It's a small chunk of change, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The other thing to go over, I've decided that you guys talking about the healing from the crystals being overpowered are correct.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, I never said that.
yeah.
I am fully appreciative of how those heal.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Joe,
Well-
Joe, I blame you for this.
yeah.
After
I
Joe
think-
said something, I was like, no, it's fine. But then I was thinking about it.
And you realize that Joe was wrong.
No, I realized that the
He
only
really just
way
wants
that
us to
you
die.
guys could get monsters that would actually be challenging for you is if they were to hit hard enough that the healing didn't matter, and with as much as you guys healed, the only way for the healing to not matter is for the monster to kill you in like 1 or 2 hits.
Mhm.
So we would be playing real D&D.
I'm pretty sure that's what I said
Good.
last time. Yeah.
Yeah. So you would basically like be playing real life. So,
Yeah.
because in real
Let's
life, if a dragon bites you, you're pretty much dead.
Say
Hey.
an alternative to it could be enough small hits.
Of course, in real life, there's no dragons, but
Yeah. If you're going there.
a quantity over quality might be another approach.
But if you were bit by a hippo,
Yeah.
you'd be dead.
This is true. And if I weren't,
there's the
probably
alternate
wish I
way of thinking of HP as like I've heard of some people thinking about HP as like, in movies when people like dodge hits like
Right.
constantly.
It's not actual your health. It's like
Yeah.
your exhaustion level.
Yeah, that's a way that I think of a lot of people think about it when they're trying to go for realism. Is like as you're leveling up, you're just becoming more experienced and you're more used to being battle all the time. So your HP is being spent as you just being able to avoid
you
stuff.
dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
And swing heavy weapons around and stuff
Yeah.
for hours
Dodge,
at a
dip,
time.
duck, dive, and dodge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So, yeah,
5 Ds
just because-
of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just because you take a hit and your HP is reduced doesn't mean you're actually injured. It just means your ability to shrug off the next hit is reduced.
Yeah.
That's not a bad way to look at it.
Yep.
Right.
I kind of think of it as like a combination of the two. It also kind of depends on if you're playing like a tanky person or a dodgy person.
Mhm.
And our gems just pour energy drinks directly into our mouths for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, thank you for saying gyms again, because that brings me back
Back on track.
to the point. Yes. What I was gonna say. Effective immediately. The crystals of imbuement. Whenever there's a healing component in a healing spell in it, the effect is essentially the same, but it's going to heal for like half of what that spell normally would, and it does not include any modifier that you would have.
So if it's like 2d8, we just roll 1d8. Like if we have like a level 2 cure wounds in it.
Right.
Or do we roll it
it's
and then
still
divide it?
infinite?
Or do
it's
we-
just less.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the question, do
Okay,
we
I need
roll
to
it?
refresh because I can't hear Daniel.
So you would just roll half. So like you were thinking, like 1d8 instead of 2d8. And then it would just be the d8. It wouldn't be like d8 plus 5 or whatever.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
That does bring its effectiveness down some.
Mhm.
Right.
At least in the
Like I
immediate
still feel
combat.
like it's worth having, but
Yeah,
I mean, it
still free
still
healing.
removes the point of ever taking a short rest, and stuff. It's still infinite healing.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's a
We'll
small
work on it.
dynamic change. We'll see what happens.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see how it plays out.
Well, that's the thing, though. We never take short rests.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Even in campaigns where we should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we only
Yeah.
started taking short rests in Alex's game when I realized as a warlock it did stuff for me.
Oh yeah, they're very very useful.
Right.
They're great as monks
Every now
too.
and
'cause
then, I advocate for a short rest, and it usually causes problems.
It's
Like, half the
very
classes
rare
are
that
built
you
around
actually
short
like get the chance to take a short rest.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It depends on if you're like in the middle of a dungeon, no. But between encounters, if you're doing a lot of traveling in a single day, it makes sense that you'd be able to find a spot to just like take a breather, eat some rations and stuff.
Right. And that would still be beneficial for anyone that like gets spells back, but
Mm.
Well, not a
Anyways.
short rest.
Mhm.
Any which way, we got a house.
Let's
Yeah.
go explore this house because I'm sure it's
Right.
full of obstacles to our ownership.
Quite
Like
possibly.
Tenants.
so you got one random encounter roll, I think, on the way to the house.
Who wants to make it?
I do.
Chuck does.
Bam. 1.
Woo!
You
Ooh.
do not encounter anything. Cool. So you get to the mansion. You're walking through, and the forest kind of extends into this grassland area a little bit. So there's like a small cropping of trees. You know how like when you're in a grassy land next to a big forest, there's also like a few areas where there's like a bunch of trees a little bit away from the forest. You see a place like that, and you walk up to this bunch of trees. You go through a little bit, and it opens up into a pretty enormous clearing. And there's just this giant, like this incredibly large mansion in the center of this clearing.
Obviously, it's haunted.
I mean, obviously.
Can I perceptify on it to see the
It does
condition
look
of it?
a little disheveled. And now that you're mentioning it, Chuck, it does seem like this clearing should have made the darkness of the forest disappear, but it does not seem to have.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yep. Fucking haunted.
It may
Okay.
also be the money
There's a
pit,
giant
too.
mansion out in the woods, and it's fucking hell house.
It's a fucking hell house.
Sounds like our kind of house.
We need an Italian plumber and a vacuum.
Wait, no, that's a porno, Joe.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's a no.
not that one. The other one.
Italian plumber, a vacuum, and 70s music.
Now
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
the
porno.
porno.
And a
Now,
much.
now you've gone way
No
committed.
70s music.
Wrong side.
That makes it PG.
Okay. So yeah, you come into this clearing, you see this huge house there. Man, Gorilla the Hun gave us a penny.
Oh man,
Thank you.
he gave us
Thanks,
10?
man.
10 pennies.
Oh, 10 a dime. Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, snap.
Oh.
or 2 nickels. Oh,
The
there's a
coin
little.
value doesn't matter. He gave us money. He's a swell guy.
He has to. It's because I used to be his teacher.
Oh,
Oh.
If he doesn't, I'm going to retroactively fail him in my class.
Right.
that's good.
So you guys come up, it's got like, despite the fact that it's, give me just 1 minute here to remember things.
No.
Oh, that's ridiculous. It's like 200 feet wide
Wow.
by about, like, you probably couldn't tell from this angle, but we'll just say for the sake of saying, by about 120 feet deep.
Is a big house, is what you're telling us.
And the
It has the dimensions etched into the deed.
yeah,
Convenient.
Wow.
and
I just noticed these numbers.
from looking at it, it looks to have 3 stories, and each story is about 12 feet tall.
Wow.
How many
So it's made for tall people.
It's made for tall people.
Ooh.
I bet the heating bill is awful.
It's got to be horrible with all that ceiling space.
I know.
Yeah.
And all the ghosts, they probably chill it out too.
Yeah. I've watched enough
Yeah.
Supernatural to know that ghosts make places cold.
Yeah.
Joe's favorite show, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
Huge
Mhm.
fan. I threw up a little in my mouth.
I watched like 1 episode. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen.
I've watched
it is
all
a
the
good
episodes.
show.
You're
It's
talking about Supernatural
What else do we talk about, Dan?
with Samson and Dennis.
Samson! Dennis! Really?
I just pictured like an incredibly like
So-
southern version of the show.
Despite there being about, say, 800, no, 600, yes, wait, 600 so feet to wrap around, it does still have a wraparound porch.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
wow.
It's definitely haunted, guys.
We need
Is
to
there
give
a-
that porch a good looking over to make sure the settings are not running out where it attaches to the house.
I
Is
know.
there like a
You
rocking
talking
chair?
out of personal experience there, Dan?
Oh no, not at all.
That was such a specific thing to say.
Definitely not personal problems.
You like walk up to the porch and you just like poke one of the floor joists with a pencil, and the pencil just goes right through.
Oh man.
No, it seems pretty sturdy.
Oh,
You
okay.
give the porch
You're
a good
talking about my
kick,
house
and
then,
it just makes a boom.
All right.
There are stone steps leading up to the front door, and the front door is like about 10 feet wide.
Holy
And
crap!
then
Is it a double door?
it's a double door,
I'm gonna be holding the
Oh.
deed in my hand
and
and
this
Uh-oh.
is all like
Game is being all locked up for me.
like a super dark cherry wood. This
Mm.
and
I go
the
knock the fuck out
Tasty.
that door.
yeah, the doors are incredibly thick. They have those big brass knockers.
like
Hey,
3
that's not a
Cs
nice thing
or
to say
2
about my
Cs?
girlfriend.
Anyways,
Yep.
Frank runs up, and Eon runs up,
Mhm.
and you guys like grab the knocker on either side of the door, each door, a big rapping, and you can hear that fantastic long booming echo within the house. Noise. Thanks for the bits.
Oh shit.
Friendship bits.
There we go. I got
Oh.
some friendship bits from our
Oh,
good
dang.
friend Gorilla the Hun.
Hell yeah.
And the doors like open inward, and
Wait, we knocked so hard the doors opened?
they just like slowly open inward.
Hey, this is some ghost shit, guys. I think we just need to burn this place down and move on.
Yep.
I
Like,
agree.
When the
But that's not
doors
fun.
open, you're greeted by a like a butler. He's a very tall man, probably about 6 foot. He's human, and he's wearing like the very nice butler uniform with like the coat tails and the tailored red vest and all that.
all right, I got this one, guys.
And he's like, "Oh, thank the gods! He's just give me some time, like 2 or 3 days." And he like turns around, seems very worried, and he starts to just like walk off into this mansion, which
Does he look ghosty?
No, fuck that.
No.
I follow that guy.
he doesn't look ghosty. As you're
Okay.
following this guy, you notice. Let's set this.
Whoa.
Can
We
I
have
zoom out
arrived.
in this?
Hold Alt.
Yeah, there's
and
the slider
scroll.
at the, or I guess
Yeah.
there's that.
Alt and scroll wheel. Thank you.
Yeah.
Told the Twitch, did you get me some Dominoes?
Yeah, also me.
Oh, he's away getting Dominoes, so he wouldn't hear me asking if.
Well, he
He got
knows
me
where I
Dominoes.
live. I expect Dominoes.
That's who we need a sponsorship from. Is fucking Domino's.
Yee. I had Domino's today at work. It was pretty great.
I didn't.
My computer is just not being very agreeable with our game
So-
tonight.
When you walk in here, y'all bitches see like this extremely long, like 100-foot by 10-foot rug that stretches out before you. Not 100 feet. It's more like, it's a long rug. This is a grand room. There's marble pillars all over the place. At the end of the rug, there's a staircase that sort of splits in a quarter spiral fashion to the sides, leading up to some balconies that seem to be a part of the second floor. But the main part of the foyer is just like a 24-foot tall room.
We got a fancy man and a fancy house, possibly.
Yes.
A fancy man in a fancy house with fancy ghosts.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And as you... Oh, you know what?
Chicken butt.
Are we in the ghost house? Are we gonna
In
see
the
some?
ghost house.
Are we gonna see some sexy ghost butts?
Day 34 in the ghost house.
Ah, shit.
You remember that, Dan. Don't
Joe,
fucking leave me hanging.
When you
That's why I'm
get
like, ah,
to-
shit.
There we go.
When Eon Garrett
That's right.
gets to the stairs there, when you try to go up them, there seems to be like there's a wall there. Like you can see up the stairs, there doesn't appear to be any obstruction, but when you try to go up the stairs, you just like bounce back off of it.
I try to walk slowly and strongly into that wall.
You just bounce back.
No. Slowly so I wouldn't bounce. It's like a kid who pushes their face up against the glass door and just pushes into it.
Or you're like a glitching character in an online game.
Yeah.
A bucket in front of your face and then try and like bunny hop through the wall.
I'm gonna look inside of whatever this is over here. Maybe go inside if I can.
When you guys bounce off of the invisible wall, the butler comes back into the room. He disappeared like
Like a butler does.
yeah, he when you guys walked in, he was... Why is it not? Yeah, he was like right here. And he went like over this way. And sort of disappeared around the corner. When you guys bounce off the wall, he like comes back right here. And he has this sort of frustrated look on his face and like sort of an anxious look on his face, like he's really trying to do something else. But he seems compelled, and he's like, there are magical barriers throughout the house. In order to move on, you must first achieve. And then he sort of rolls his eyes and sighs heavy and turns around and goes back this way.
Is this like No Child Left Behind?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Are we doing achievement hunters?
Who knows, man? Maybe.
I want to go back outside.
Is our gamer score not high enough?
You do also see... Yeah, basically. But you do also see that...
Please stop
while this place
dragging.
looks very nice, it's also like very dirty. like there's dirt all over the place. It kind of looks like it hasn't been tended to in like several decades.
Jesus.
There's like cobwebs all over the place.
Our butler sucks.
Um, you followed him into the
I'm
that
having
back there,
problems.
Joe. Okay. Oh, I can't hear you, Joe.
I can't hear Joe either.
Oh, okay. Hello. So I'm going to follow him, and when he stops moving, I'm going to show him my deed. Gonna give him the D.
He looks up when you show him the deed. He's like, yes, welcome to the mansion. I'm so pleased to have you here. Very nice
my
to have a
mansion.
master again. Now I can get back to cleaning. Already knew you had the deed. You wouldn't have been able to come in here if you didn't have it.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't been able to clean this place in
Yeah, I
like
noticed.
centuries. So please
I think you're exaggerating.
give
You
me
don't
a
look that
couple
old.
days.
Let's go tell the dead guy's son's father.
No, not
His
yet.
son is dead.
We have something very important to do. I want to go outside and I want to find a dead bush or shrub, something really dry.
I don't want you to start a fire. I just want to say that right now.
Uh,
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
This could be our chance to have a fancy man.
You better hurry because I go outside.
I'm at the door as
Okay.
well, so I want to have a
Alright.
fancy man.
So Frank goes back outside. Do you follow?
To tend to my fancy pillows.
And I find a dry bush.
Alright, you find a dry bush.
And I go and I stick it underneath a chunk of that wraparound porch.
I'm gonna go pull it back out. Tell you stop it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the butler dude. What did you mean by achieve?
Ah.
You sounding like a cat poster, man.
Yes, the previous owner of the estate, Lord Finrick, he enchanted myself. He had a way with magic beyond anything anyone else I've ever met. But he mostly stayed to himself as long as people didn't bother him, and people mostly didn't bother him because, as I said, his way with magic was far beyond anyone else's.
It was the halitosis.
But he
Think so.
placed several enchantments upon the house, upon myself, upon some other individuals in the basement.
Basement.
Yes.
A fancy house has a fancy basement.
Um,
Where do you fucking think we live? Arkansas?
I don't know, man. With the wraparound porch, it's somewhere in the south.
Arkansas is not south.
Could
He
be
said-
could be
Essentially,
more like Oklahoma, where we have a basement because we still have tornadoes, but we have a wraparound porch because we have a ranch.
Yeah,
okay.
that's true.
He's like, essentially, I can never leave this place, but I'm immortal.
Ah,
And I was told that I was not allowed to do anything until the new owners came.
so back to my
So-
question of achieving.
Including maintain the house.
Ah, yes, the basement.
Oh,
As I mentioned earlier, the basement has a rather unique spell placed upon it.
I can't spell very well.
Previous owners seem to be very fond of games.
Our cleric is pretty good at spelling, though. Or whatever he is, druid.
Druid.
What is the basement game?
Basically, kill things.
Oh, okay. I'm good at that.
That I'm good at.
It's one of the few
He's like,
things
but,
where actually
That's one of my favorite
decent.
games, actually.
He's like, it's. You can start straight away, but I would prefer that you not.
Okay. All right.
Is this
I-
the achieving bit?
Yes. Yes. If you would like to go to the basement, we can go.
Yeah, I don't like barriers in my mansion.
Alright. He's like, go ahead and go to the basement, I'll be there. Okay. I guess it's just Joe going to the basement?
I'll go with him.
I'll go with him
presume
because I'm a terrible person.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
After you stop me from burning down the house, I was going back inside. So I would go with him.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Ooh.
It looks like a black screen.
It is a black screen.
Oh,
It's very dark in the basement.
Trying to pan the view, but it's not. There we go. Alright.
I get it. This is an analogy for dark vision.
You go to the basement door, you open it, you get to the bottom of the steps, and it is just like blackness. Like no light at all. Once you get about halfway down the steps, though, the steps clear up. You just
I'm gonna call out, hey servant, give me a torch.
once you guys get to the the bottom of the steps, you get cleared out
Oh.
section like that,
Did I? Okay, never mind.
and
Thanks.
the
Up.
the butler appears right at the bottom of the steps as you guys come down, and he says, welcome, welcome. The blackness before you will dissipate as you travel forward. Around every corner you will find fun little treasures, but perils lie in wait as well. The grandest treasure of all is completion.
ain't that the truth?
Or money.
Yeah, money's good.
There will be money upon completion.
Okay, good.
That's not usually how I like it.
No, you like to pay first, right?
A little more consensual.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a step into the blackness once I get my character.
Yeah, where are our character? Our
Yeah.
character.
We're probably at the bottom by
Hang you
default.
on just a moment. Because unfortunately, there's no, super fast way.
I could cast bonfire, but I worry about burning the house down.
Yeah.
I think if the house has magic barriers that keep you from walking upstairs, it probably has magic barriers from setting it on fire.
Only
This
one
is
way to
entirely
find out.
possible.
No.
Oh, hey, it's a me.
Can I tell if the floor is made
Mario.
out of wood?
Okay.
Instead of Mario, it's Mario Joe.
Just
Mari Jo Juana.
Oh,
Hey, that's
mean-
illegal here.
But you guys probably won't want
Or
to move
is it?
too far forward.
Or is it? You don't
'cause
know.
You can't see your characters if you do that, but
because we may or
try
may
to
not
just,
live in a place that it is or is not.
Does
just
having
move
dark
one
vision
square at a time.
help us at all?
This is essentially like a magic darkness. It's not
Okay.
not so much darkness as it appears to just be like a black wall. It's sort of like a void. You get that effect where like you see like very subtle like points of light in this, and they seem to just like follow your eyes around as you move around and look at the wall.
Does anybody have? So our like torch doesn't really help us any.
No.
I
Okay,
walked down
so
them stairs or up them
I'm not
stairs.
sure that that bonfire is going to help us any either. Then
Hang on a moment. Joe moved forward.
I don't know where I am now.
Yeah, make sure you only move forward like one square when you move in the darkness.
I
I
found
move
him.
along with Joe. I'm not letting him make all the bad decisions on his own.
Okay. As soon as you step into the darkness, this happens.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
okay. Am I not down there as well somewhere?
You are. Hang on just 1 second.
Hello, other servants.
Hello, servant friends.
How are you doing today, fellow servants?
When they first appeared, you could go ahead and retcon your movement if you want to, because when they first appeared, they're sort of just like looking around like this, holding their great axes, and they have like red eyes, red glowing eyes.
I'm
and
holding the deed out in front of me. I'm pointing to it.
Okay. You just walk up to them and point at the deed.
Yeah. No, I haven't. I've this entire time I'm just holding the deed.
Okay. Now
I'm
when
pointing
they
to it when I
first
see them.
okay, so you're still like back by the stairs.
Well, I was, but I'm probably walking my way up. And I'm also saying, hello, fellow servants.
hello, servants.
Hopefully you're more useful than Alfred.
They're just looking around like this, like
I thought his name was Jeeves.
like sort of making grunting noises, like they're really angry about nothing in particular.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach, they notice you, and just like both of them just sort of and like
Hang on.
We're all angry about nothing if you think about it hard
I
enough.
know the solution to this puzzle. I know it. I run as fast as I can at Strange Dwarf number 2, and I do a diving leap onto him.
okay.
I
Go
enter
ahead
my
and-
rage as I do this.
Okay, go ahead and roll your athletics, and let me do this real quick.
We
Ooh, I
have the
leveled up.
rudest
That's a
servants.
+6. That's all right. I want to get them straightened out. And since I'm in my rage, I get advantage on this. So I'm going to guess. I'm going to take that 20, that non-natural 20.
Okay. Where did? So everyone's in here except for you, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fastest way to do this is still not fast. Which, like, the fastest way to get you guys into new rooms is to, like, copy your characters from a different one and then switch over to the other one and paste them.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I have to, like,
Can
rebuild
you
your
mass
characters
copy?
from scratch. You can, but you guys moved around, so I had to, like...
Oh,
And the mass copy is kind of weird, so if you do it like too far away, it distorts things and pastes them in a completely different orientation.
oh,
So
handy.
That's fun.
Roll20 is not perfect.
We should make
I would-
we should make a room that's just like
Excuse me.
only our characters, and then flip to that, and then
That
copy
is a very
and
good
paste this.
idea. Yeah. Make like a really small room that's just your characters and just copy
Yeah.
and paste everybody.
Mhm.
Yes. Thank you. That will make things easier. Okay. So you see these dwarves, they get all angry, and you're in the room now, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and move yourself at your leisure.
I think this is as far as I make it, where I'm standing. So
Okay.
you can run by me.
Oh,
Yeah.
what
Trying
the
to
fuck?
recall, did we have a chance to long rest in between here and
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, you long rested at camp before you got into the house.
Okay. I just hadn't reset a couple of my spells and I was not sure.
So you jump into the dwarf with... Did you roll your athletics?
Yep.
It was a
It's a non-natural 20
okay.
because I got advantage on it.
So throwing yourself would be sort of an improvised weapon. So it'd be... or do you get specials for that?
You got
Well,
them brawlers?
If you want to call it an improvised weapon, let me double check because I have a thing that affects that.
Also, you said that you wanted to like go head first, and you're wearing the spiky helmet, so you'd get like a +3 to this.
Oh, I forgot all about that. So that'd be a 23.
Well, no, not to the attack, to the to damage.
Oh, okay. I just have proficiency with improvised weapons. So my athletics check for the grapple that I'm about to do.
Okay.
Well, okay.
I didn't realize you were grappling.
Yeah, that's what my intention is. I want to
Okay.
run up and. But you bring up a valid point. Now that I have my tavern brawler, I'm going to make my headbutt attack as an improvised weapon attack, and that would be the 23 attack roll. And then after that, I get a bonus action. No, yeah, I get a bonus action to try and grapple. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I get to do my attack. I have proficiency with
Okay.
improvised, and then on top of that, I get to do. No, I don't get to do that. That is only a grapple because I used my bonus action to go into my rage.
Oh, right. Okay.
So yeah, I just run up and I just want to tackle him and just grapple the shit out of that guy.
Oh, okay.
I actually made a watery mess on my floor.
Oh no.
I have an itty bitty baby fridge in here,
Oh.
and I didn't realize that it's been condensating terribly on the inside.
Oh no!
So I just opened it up, and a whole bunch of water came out.
You clear the guy's AC by plenty.
Well, it's a grapple, so it would be an opposed.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. My bad.
All right.
Yeah, you beat him.
The spill is
He
now
gets
cleaned.
the grappled.
That's what I do.
All right. So your
Gravity.
proficiency with improvised makes it a 6 instead of a 4.
Well, I'm not doing an attack.
Oh, right. You're just tackling. Okay.
I'm just tackling. I'm just grappling him.
So
No damage. He is now grappled.
The stranger dwarf to your guys' left at the end of this hallway is now on the ground, grappled by Chuck. By
Nice.
Frank.
He's on the ground.
He would just be standing.
Okay.
Unless you're saying I had enough momentum
I
to
was
knock him
just
prone.
confused by the term tackle, I think. So when I think tackle, I think like take to the ground.
Yeah, that's incorrect. I run up to him, and me saying I leap at him and tackle him is all just flavor text.
Okay.
Really, mechanically, I run up to him and I apply a grapple.
Okay. So you're now grappling that guy.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and say you're in the same square, but just for the sake of me being able to edit things better, we'll do that. But the dwarf is in the same square as Frank.
Or you can like alt place them.
You can, alt tap them over. So I can be like.
Yeah.
We can make it look like they're kissing.
There. Okay. Now you guys need to roll initiative.
That is just what I was getting ready to do. Not too shabby.
Okay.
Can you guys see the turn order?
It doesn't have anybody in it right now.
Oh, well, I forgot to add my modifier.
Okay. Yeah, I just drug mine into it and it didn't change anything. So I'm guessing it's not working.
I think I
currently-
just have to like drag.
Also, Chuck, I think you fudged your roll there.
Oh, I sure did. That would just be a. I rolled a 2. I get 2. That would be a 4. There. That is
You
what
guys
I actually.
should be seeing yourselves now. Gradually.
Man, I thought I did really great there.
Uh-oh, cat battle. It's just way too eventful in this house at the moment.
Cat fight.
Let's see here.
And they've just been in the litter box. Gross. I wish I had fewer cats. By about 3.
Joe, that thing you asked me to do has been done.
What are you doing?
I don't even know.
Joe
So-
knows.
I am dragging my dice in, but it doesn't seem to be. There we go. Got it.
What did you have to do?
I had to make sure I dropped it on my 0.
Oh, okay. Okay, there it updated mine too. Okay.
Every time you guys update it, tabs me out of putting turns in for the NPCs.
Ooh.
Aha. I suppose.
Okay, there we go. Falcom goes first.
Okie dokie. Can we tell what kind of weapons they have in their hands?
Great axes.
What material they're made out of? Is it like a wood handle?
No, they're like silvery looking axes with some gold trim on them.
Okay. I am thinking I will cast heat metal on the one on the right. on the
Okay.
weapon in his hands.
On the weapon?
Yes.
What's his save for that?
Let me double
Heat metal
check.
is automatic, right? You don't have to roll to make it happen. He just has to pass a Constitution save to see if he drops it.
Yeah, he takes 2d8 fire damage when I cast the spell. It has to, Constitution save to throw or drop the object. And if he doesn't drop the object, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
So it sounds like that's auto damage.
It is.
That's very nice.
So go ahead and roll 2d8.
Not a overwhelmingly good roll there. However, he's still holding it
7.
on. Is it on his turn or my turn?
Who'd you hit with it? The one that's not grappled?
The one that's not grappled.
Okay.
Yeah, on my turn, if he's still holding the weapon, then I can proc more damage. So
Nice.
Okay. He's gonna roll Constitution save. He holds on to the weapon. And it is now his turn.
okay.
And he is going to turn, take a step forward, and try and smack Frank to get him to stop grappling his friend.
AC's 15.
Yeah, he clears it. Oh, wait a minute. No, he has disadvantage. Oh,
He has
got
disadvantage.
he got the same exact roll.
Oh,
And then... And he deals 14 damage, halved is 7.
Got it. I am now at 38.
Ooh, fancy. So your total HP now is
45.
okay.
Shorty-5.
I forgot to ask you guys for that info. But that will I forget what the hell the rule is for stopping a grapple by hitting someone. Or is that
There's no
even a
rule
thing
for
you
that.
can do?
No, it doesn't do anything.
Okay. That's fine. It is now Grappled Dwarf's turn, and he's going to try to not be grappled. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, no. He doesn't have a chance. You feel him sort of shift, but you're just like, what are you even doing?
Nice.
You're turning into a computer, as far as I can tell.
Who?
Chris.
Am I?
It sounds better now, but for a second there, it sounded,
Wally.
yeah, not all that different from that.
You're muted again, Joe.
God damn it. You missed my don't hug me, I'm scared joke. I said you were a computer-y guy.
Oh shit! Is he doing some digital dancing?
I know.
But it is Eon Garrick's turn.
Oh, I am gonna. So the one dwarf attacked Frank, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say, "Hey, stop that! How dare you, servant!"
I really
I'm gonna
need to
give him
pay more.
I'm gonna give him a little slap on the wrist with my sword.
Really need to pay more attention to chat.
It
'Cause-
is a little
'cause-
hard to watch it.
Charles says some funny things that I miss.
He does.
The power of the deed compels you.
Yeah. So you have your plus 1d4 thing going off, right? Dan?
Oh yeah, everybody gets blessed. So
Oh
Alright.
yeah.
So here's my attack
Yeah,
with
the
my
heals are the only thing that changed, by the way. So like your blesses still give the same benefits.
Alright. Does the 17 hit?
It does, yes.
Does the 24 hit?
No, no, that
Oh,
misses.
damn it.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, those both hit.
So he takes uh math. Okay. He
18?
takes 18 damage. 7 of which is radiant. I don't know if that matters.
Exactly right. You don't know if that matters.
every radiant damage matters. Maybe.
Correct.
You are correct. You do not know if that matters.
Mm-hmm.
This is the true.
Okay. So
He took some damage.
He
That's
took
all I'm
some
doing on my
damage.
turn. So
he is
next,
still kicking.
still kicking it. Still a hip guy.
Next up is Francis the Goblin.
Oh boy.
And
Is he gonna do his part for the team?
he's kind of hesitantly inching forward, but he only uses half of his movement and then he stops. He's starting to feel like he wants to be a part of the team, but he's still kind of unsure. He doesn't have that full confidence yet.
Mhm.
Well, after he's finally had a character sheet made for him, I don't blame him.
That makes it Sex Star Bear.
Hey, I get to do things.
Star Bear.
Alright, so one of them grappled, the other one has a burning weapon in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm somewhere over here.
He has
Is that
a
me?
hot potato.
That's me right here. 3, 4. I'm gonna go right here. Like right there. On the one that isn't grappled. And then I'm gonna figure out where the hell actions are on this fucking sheet. Pardon my language. Sorry, guys.
I'm so
Yeah, you
offended. I've never heard that
fucking-
word before in my
You
life.
son of a bitch.
It's a 1d20.
I remembered something.
I'm trying to
What?
dip dap
I have
with
to
my
interrupt
rapier.
you. This is so important, Tyler, that I have to interrupt you.
Oh shit.
I almost killed Ashley, my wife, this week from laughter after I called an old lady at the bank a dusty old cunt.
Dang.
Fucking great. What she gets? She gave me the stink eye. All right.
Curious.
Yeah, I held the door open for her, trying to be nice, and she gave me the stink eye.
Wow.
And so she
Yeah, that's
got it.
unforgivable.
Anyway,
She got the
continue
label.
That hits, Tyler. That
Okay. Okay. It's non-natural, but yes. Then I'm gonna dip dap him with my sword, which is where the hell?
Dippity dappity.
1d plus 4. 10 damages.
10 damages.
Plus, he gets to add another D6 to it.
Oh, that's right. Is there a plus anything to that d6?
No.
Oh, you're using your rapier, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll another d20 to see if it was a crit, because you're flanking him.
Oh, it's a okay.
Isn't that how your sneak attack works?
No. Well, Hold
Sneak
on.
attack when you're flanking him doesn't give you advantage, but it does give
Yeah,
you
I don't
sneak
get
attack
advantage, but I
damage.
can roll the sneak attack damage, which I forgot to because
Oh,
I'm a little rusty at this character.
is that what your
You get-
second roll
you
was?
can sneak attack.
That
No,
was
that-
the radiant damage from
Okay.
Joe.
That was radiant damage from Joe. Let me roll that.
Yeah.
My sneak attack damage. Oh, good. So 20 damage total.
Dang,
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
that's a lot of damage.
That is
This
a lot.
guy is bloody. Okay.
He's gonna need more than Flex Seal to fix that up.
Mm-hmm.
That brings it back to Frank.
All right. The guy that I got grappled. Since I don't know what this fancy helmet does, and he is grappled. I'm just gonna punch him real hard while I'm grappling him.
Oh, okay.
Heap. Probably that sound. Just heap.
Mm-hmm. That's what sound I would make.
Mm-hmm. 1d20 plus 6. There is my attack roll. Does a 17 clear his AC?
It does.
Okay, now this is going to be a fucking crazy ass roll. All right.
How many things do you get to do to him?
And I'm in my rage. I do 16 damage to him
Jeez.
with my fist. Because I get my fist is a 1d4 plus
You're doing this to the one
6
that's
right now.
grappled?
Yep, to the one that's grappled. Then I get a d6 from Joe. Then I get a d6 plus 1 from myself.
Meow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's super nice.
You kind of hear a click as your fist connects with his jaw.
Maybe if you're lucky, you busted up one of his teeth.
All right.
And that's the end of my turn. I maintain my grapple.
Nice.
Nice.
That makes it Thalcum.
I am going to take this opportunity to use my bonus action to reheat that axe. For 7 more damage. And he'll have to make his save again.
Okay. He fails and drops the axe.
Dang. But that also means he's still alive. I'm going to come on over here then and try to hit him with my stick.
Okie dokie.
I ignorantly forgot to announce I was going to use Shillelagh last turn, so I'm just going to give him a regular old sticking. That is my fault.
Neato.
Do the regular
Does
stick
the
in.
shillelagh as a bonus action?
Bonus action and a cantrip. So it's that one occasion where I could have used it with a spell.
Ah, yeah. So your first turn could have been heat metal and shillelagh.
Yeah. I'm goofed, but that's okay. Oh, that's in
You
it.
still get that d6 damage from Joe, so.
Yeah, only if I hit him.
Yeah. You
Oh
kinda
yeah,
have to
that
do
was your roll to hit.
Yeah.
That misses.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Sorta
Shillelagh
like-
would have brought that up to a whole 12, and I still don't think I would have hit.
He sort of like jumps up with the axe and it flies into the air as you're going to hit him when he drops it, and you like hit the axe instead.
A bastard.
It's a whole clumsy mess.
And unfortunately, now I've used my bonus action to burn his hands, so I don't get to shillelagh.
And now it's his turn. And he turns to you and goes to punch you in the face.
I would appreciate it if he didn't.
Who does he
And
think
he's
he
like
is?
slobbering at the mouth and screaming his bloody lungs off.
Man, we have such rude servants.
I
We
know.
really do. First
And
thing we're going
he-
to do is put Francis in charge of our servants.
He
Yep.
just like swings
Francis
wildly
deserves it.
and
He's worked
catches
hard
you,
at surviving.
catches you across the jaw.
Dang, what did he roll?
Well, he just went to punch you.
Oh, okay.
And he punches you in the jaw, and you take freaking
I have stats.
4 damage.
Dang. He bested my weapon 16 AC.
And that makes it Stranger Dwarf 2's turn. Go ahead, roll your athletics. Chuck, he's going to try to break your grapple again.
That asshole.
I know, right?
Does 25 beat him? Because
It
I still got
does.
my advantage.
Yeah. You definitely feel a lot more outward force on this one, though. It seems like he actually put in a good effort this time. And that makes it Eon Garrick.
Hell yeah. I am. They're both still up. Or
Yeah.
okay. I'm
They're
gonna
both
attack
still up.
the one I attacked last time. And I'm assuming those both hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh wait. That's the wrong one. But okay, it doesn't matter. And then that. So the first hit is 10 damage, 4 radiant, and the second hit is 16, 5 radiant.
Dang.
wow. You're attacking like the same one you've been attacking?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just like with the first hit, he like stumbles backward and sort of falls on his butt, and then your second hit, you just like stab him straight through the face.
Okay.
I bet he didn't like that.
I say you're fired before I hit him the second time.
He has a small hint of disappointment as he gasps his last breath, and you can't tell if it's because he's confused or actually disappointed. Alright.
This somehow sounds appropriate, at least.
Yeah. Alright.
Confused or disappointed.
That makes
That's how I
it
spend most of my life.
Francis's twin.
Wait, did I? Oh, I'm after Francis.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. I have not been paying close enough attention to where I am in the order.
That's right, you haven't.
So
Don't
one
worry,
dwarf
Francis's
dead.
turn is usually brief.
Yeah.
Did it knock him back when the first time, or did it just knock him to the ground when I hit him?
It knocked him back on his butt.
Okay. So
Like
would I be standing here?
Right on his tushy.
Yeah, we can say it happened like that. Like,
Okay.
yeah. He like fell backwards and you stepped forward to stab him.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's like slumped against the wall there. Okay, it's Francis. Okay, Francis sees this guy fall, gets all encouraged and what have you.
Runs up and stabs the dead guy.
He runs up here where the other guy's being grappled by Frank
Mm-hmm.
and tries
Teamwork.
to take a poke at him.
Go, Francis. We believe in you.
He finally gets it.
One thing you did miss, Tyler, is that I have recreated Francis as a full character, just in case my stupidity kills Frank.
I heard that's
I'm
going to
ready
be your new
to.
character.
Well, it was then. Who knows what it's going to be next?
Hmm.
Very
Exciting.
exciting.
And he actually stabs this dude for 8 damage.
Nicely done.
Did you count
Ugh.
Joe's D6?
Oh no, I didn't.
He's a monster.
I like that it's Chris DM GM in the chat.
Chris Dem Jim.
We need to get rid of that. We DM here. I ain't messing around with any of that GM.
The only GM here is
Chris
me.
DM
Because I'm the
GM.
grill master.
Oh.
Oh.
Another 5 damage added to that.
Nice. Like, that's a lot of damage.
That's like 11 damage.
Whoa.
Wow.
Alright. That will make it Starbear's turn.
I get to do a thing. So can
You
I?
should do
One of the
whatever
good
that thing is.
dudes is dead. Can I somehow get myself over here on him, on this other guy?
Yeah, there's enough room. Each one of these,
Oh, each one of these squares is 5x5, right?
yeah, it's 5 feet, so you could
Okay.
get between these people, no problem.
How do you do the thing where you roll 2 separate dice in the same roll?
Oh, you roll like
It's like
1d1 plus. It'll show you when I do it. You would just do the R in front of that,
Oh, okay.
where you just have whatever count of whatever you want to roll plus
yeah.
whatever count of whatever you want to roll, and you can even add like a +3 at the end of that if you have like a
Okay.
static
Cool.
modifier of some sort.
I'm gonna learn this all eventually, but I'm gonna dip dap this other dude with my sword again.
It took some figuring out for us even.
Actually, let's do 1d24. And he's. Do we get advantage because he's grappled or no? I can't remember.
No.
Okay. Oh god.
But you would still get your. Are you a rogue?
Yeah, I would get my bonus bonus attack stuff, sneak attack
I
stuff.
mean, you don't normally get advantage, but I think I decided that you do just because it makes sense to me.
Does an 11 hit?
No.
Okay, then I do nothing on my turn.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
Yay. That was a good D20 roll.
That makes it Frank.
I still got that motherfucker grappled, so I'm just gonna punch him again
Okay.
because that's what I do.
That
I
does
did
not
bad. Do
hit.
I have anything? Do I have anything that can alter that? Do I get any bonuses for having that fucker grappled?
Yeah, I'm just kind of terrible that I don't remember my own rules. I think I did do like a. It wasn't advantage, but it was like +2 or something.
That probably won't get me there.
At one point, either you or Chuck had it where they had an AC of just flat 10 since they were grappled, they couldn't defend themselves or something.
I don't know. I'm not sure that being
Oh,
grappled really
yeah.
gives you any detriment other than you
They
can't
can't.
attack anybody
Well,
else.
like I see
You
it
can't
balancing out because they're grappled, but also you're having to not hit the person grappling them.
Right,
You know?
yeah, I think you're
Yeah, I
right.
guess that's why you
Yeah.
don't get the advantage.
Okay, I'm okay with that being a miss.
Okay. We'll go to Falcom then.
This time, I will go ahead and Shillelagh because I have nothing better to do.
Shahulula.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm going to attempt to hit him. And that I get a 1d20 plus 5 because I get a little more oomph out of Shillelagh. And I'm not going to hit him, so.
Is that plus your 1d4?
I don't think the one before is going to make enough difference. Brings it to a 12.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Oops.
And that makes it the dead dwarf's turn, but he's dead, so move him
I've
through
been-
the
Usually
turn
gets in the
order.
way of things.
I've been entirely ineffective except for heating that one guy's weapon up.
That's effective.
This will probably be this guy's last attempt at breaking the grapple. He went ahead and rolled. Go ahead and roll, Chuck.
Oh, he's trying to break it.
Yeah.
I have advantage on this.
Advantage.
25.
It's a good thing you have advantage.
Right? That first roll might not have cleared it.
Yeah, you clear it though.
Good. That ass. So now what?
No, it's Eon Garrick again.
Does a 13 hit?
Yes, you found the magic number. That is his
Hell
AC.
yeah.
That asshole.
He takes 13 damage and then 5 damage.
13 and then 5.
Yes.
Okay, he is bloody.
Oh wow.
And that makes it Francis's turn. Francis stabs him again. This time for 5 damage.
Make with the stabbings.
Okay, now it's Starbear.
Hey, I get to go again. Let's see if I can actually do some damages this time.
You can do it. We believe
I
in
believe
you.
in you. All you have to do is better than me.
All you've got to do.
Highly accurate.
True. Alright, so we're going to roll a d20 plus 6, plus the d4. So 20 total, non-natural. Wait, is that a... No, that's not right. Something's wrong with my d4.
That's odd.
Let's try this again.
You're
Whatever.
getting,
I'm just going to take the
getting-
3.
you're getting
was-
exclamation marks on it for some reason.
Yeah, I had some check mark. The wrong thing check marked.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I got it. So
You trying to cheat or something? No.
No. My D4 just magically has 5 sides. Don't worry about it, guys. Either way, 15 hits, so I'm not even worried about that.
You just
Yeah.
file one of those tips off
15
and call it
hits.
the fifth side.
And then my damages. He's flanked, so does a total of 22 damage. Oh, that's
22 damage.
26 damage. Excuse me.
It's a lot of damage.
Wait, no, I rolled the wrong damage die. Doggone it! What the hell is wrong?
Oh yeah, you rolled a d20 for damage.
Hold on, guys. The D8 plus 4 is right. The D6 is right, and then it's a 2D6. Okay. 19 damage. Let's try that.
19.
19 damage.
I'll figure this out eventually, guys. I promise.
Like you stab him like through the torso, and it pokes out his abdomen at you, Chuck. And
Gross.
he like
Wait,
he isn't dead, but he sort of is like feels very weak in your arms now.
He's like, man, this really sucks.
that guy.
But it's your turn now, Frank.
If he feels super weak in my arms, I'm just going to try and knockout punch this dude again. That's 17 hit.
It does, yes.
That's that plus bam bam plus 7. Hang on, I'm going to use my savage attacker thing and re-roll that d4. We'll go with that. That would be 13 damage
Yeah.
with my fist.
His,
Going for the
his
kill.
face basically just like turns to mush under your
Wait.
knuckles.
How do you get to add a D6? Oh, you have 2 different blesses or something, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I get a
I really-
d6 from Joe.
Yeah.
And then I get a d6 from myself because I'm a
Okay.
zealot barbarian.
Okay.
Okay. They are now both dead.
Hooray.
We killed 2 servants. Sorry, Joe.
Yep. It's okay. They were
They were
very
bad
at
servants
themselves.
anyways.
They
Terrible
wouldn't have been
servants.
trying to kill us if they were good servants.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know.
Where the dwarfs lumped up against a wall, there is a wall, but up and down on the map here is more of that blackness.
So I imagine if we take the right step, we'll see our next foes if we so desire.
Perhaps.
Or we could prepare to wind down, depending on whether we want to get in more combat at 10-15.
Oh yeah, I guess we do need to loot those
mean-
bodies.
Or we could set up
now
a
that we're
cliffhanger.
using Roll20, it does actually have, it saves stuff, so we could stop
Yeah.
in the middle of combat if we wanted
It's
to.
true. We could set up a cliffhanger for the next episode.
Yeah,
We could.
Should
But where's the fun
proceed
in
a
that?
little further if you want a cliffhanger, though.
Yeah. Up or down?
Let's go up.
Yes.
I heard up.
Are you looting the bodies first, or?
Yeah.
Let's
do that real
buddies.
Okay. They basically are both wearing chainmail, and then like plate helmets, and the great axes that they're wielding are basically just like standard great axes.
Okay, so pretty basic equipment.
Yeah. And they don't appear to have any other things of value like pouches or backpacks or anything like that.
Those asses.
No handy haversacks.
Okay, let's proceed upwards.
Upwards?
I have a feeling if this entire basement needs clearing out, there's a lot of room for combat down here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then you can go left or right.
There's no enemies in this corridor.
No.
I'm in favor of right because it feels like the right thing to do.
Yes, it does.
Okay. And now the only option appears to be left.
Do we go to that left? To the left?
Is everything you own in a box to the left?
Yes.
That sounds like a reference I don't understand.
Indeed.
Do you enter the fog to the left?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys should start moving your peoples along with me.
Ooh, is that a crazy dude?
I think it's a Skeletron, or it's something worse, perhaps. It could be.
servant.
It could be one of those Minotaur tars.
I have my
Minotaur
deed
Tarzan.
out in front of me. We're doing our routine, yearly reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Have you filled out your self-evaluation? You better not have given yourself all fives.
You step forward and hold
course
up
they
your
did.
deed, and you recognize him from the crypt.
Yeah.
Not exactly the same person, but the same type of thing. It's a skeletal minotaur of sorts.
Oh God.
Oh, they're not
Is this
nice.
Skeletor?
But
Skin.
this
Skeletor.
one has the glowing red eyes like the dwarves you just fought. And he takes a step forward like so. And then from that little dip in the wall you can see there steps out this
Four
one.
more. Oh, just one more.
Man.
And that's where we'll leave it. They got the red eyes and they're going like freaking out just like the
They're
dwarves
probably
were.
gonna fail too.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna fail.
This place is in bad shape, man. They have been under some bad management.
That's right.
That is wildly accurate.
We're probably gonna have to put them under professional improvement plans.
Yeah.
And
Right now we're
you
in the
know,
professional removement plan.
well, after 6 months of improvement, if they well, maybe even just 6 weeks, considering the state of things, we would
Yeah.
have to fire them. And by 6 weeks, I mean probably 6 rounds of combat.
Yeah, if these guys are servants, they're definitely not doing a good job.
Nope, not at all.
I will say Francis followed you guys up.
I've got some words for Alfred when we see him again.
And then he
His name
says
is Jeeves.
He sees the two
I-
skeletal minotaurs comes out and very nearly reverts to his hide and pee stage.
Oh,
I want to call him Fancy Man. Nothing else. Just Fancy Man.
mhm.
Fancy Man Francis.
Fancy Man Stan.
No, I mean our butler guy. Just Fancy Man.
Oh, your
Pretty sure.
butler guy.
Yeah, his name is Fancy Man.
Yeah.
I don't care what he actually identifies himself as.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did actually do quite a bit of work for this one, but first there's like subtle little things that I didn't remember, like making a fucking thing to represent him.
I hope you were prepared for us to go against your wishes and just come right on into the house and continue onwards.
I was going to try and burn it down. So that's what I do.
Yeah.
I like that defeated. Like, yeah, that's fucking right. You do. You fucking asshole. I see how it is.
We know. Hardly a building has avoided being burnt yet.
hmm
Yeah.
In many a campaign.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it for tonight, though, folks.
All right. I think we owe our thanks to Too Old for sticking around and watching, because I think he might have been it.
Yeah.
Maybe we got a couple more people. Who knows? Nobody talked. So,
Yeah.
oh, and Gorilla Dahan. Can't forget him.
Gorilla the Hun.
Gorilla
Thanks for watching, guys.
Dahan.
He did the donation things.
He
Oh,
gave
dang.
us the bit.
Dropped another
Oh,
dime
there
on
he
us.
is again.
Oh man. He
Oh, shit,
is
nothing.
Oh,
loaded.
snap.
He's making it hail over here.
Making it hail. Alright. Yeah. A bit
Tune
of
in
RP the game.
Friday.
Tune in
Yeah.
Friday for Chuck's game.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get that TPK I've been reaching for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The TPK that you've been looking for.
Mhm.
Let's hope so.
Not the
I don't know,
TPK we needed,
I've
but the
become
TPK
rather
we
attached to
deserve.
my character.
I am too, but it's been a long campaign.
It's been a short campaign for me.
It hasn't been a crazy long campaign.
No, I mean it's been over a year now, I think.
It has.
Yeah, in D&D time, that's not very long.
No. Are we offline?
I don't think so.
Not yet. We're
Oh,
just
okay.
chatting it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting that flavor in there before we sign off.
Oh yeah.
Right.
We're spicing up for the next game.
Mhm.
Yeah, spicing it up. Oh, the static.
It's
Mhm.
come back. I heard that
Yeah.
this time.
What'd you say?
Alright.
Static.
There were
Hmm.
static.
Oh, Ashley said something too. I'm sorry,
Oh.
guys.
Did she also have static?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see everyone Friday.
See you
Yep.
Friday,
Bye,
and
everybody.
We'll catch you
have
later.
This up
Goodbye,
on
guys.
Saturday on the YouTube and the Rogue Legacy on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll have to figure out our schedule for next week, because it's probably going to be awkward what with
Bye-bye.
Christmas and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Later, guys.
Later.
Later.